A Hollywood superstar well known by school kids is trying to help keep children in San Antonio safe. Retro Bill is a children's advocate and the face of DARE.
A DARE officer provides them with a valuable role model and lessons that are tools that can help them achieve their dreams.
Retro Bill travels 300 days a year coast to coast performing at schools to encourage students to resist alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. He just released a DVD of safety tips for children.
And more school districts in Florida are taking action, making sure kids know what to do when approached by a stranger. ABC Action News' Julie Kim was in class today at Woodland Elementary School in Zephyr Hills, where students were taking the serious message in a fun way.
Meet Retro Bill. He looks like Elvis but acts like Mr. Rogers. He's the official DARE safety buddy, but drugs and alcohol aren't the only things he talks about.
Strangers use tricks. They could even live in your neighborhood. I try to empower them by really valuable lessons in a way that entertains them, but they'll never forget it. Because, boy, when Retro Bill tells you if a stranger's talking to you and following you in their car, they're going to remember. I'm going to turn and walk the other way.
There's probably no kid in Florida who hasn't heard about the string of high-profile child abductions: Carly Bruscia, Jessica Lunsford, and Sarah Lundy. Retro Bill says his safety messages focus a lot more on strangers these days because the modern-day boogeyman does worry kids.
If I scream and people don't hear me, they could take me wherever. Whenever someone comes up to you, you scream, or you can kick them and make them get loose and then run to tell somebody.
He also covers internet prowlers and tricks predators use. These are the kinds of lessons you don't feel kids should have to learn, but you're glad they learn what to do in case it happens.
A stranger is a stranger, no matter how nice they try and be.
Retro Bill will be at other Zephyr Hills schools promoting his safety message, and then he's on the road again. He's actually on the road more than 300 days a year promoting his safety message because he says you can never do enough. Reporting in Zephyr Hills, Julie Kim, ABC Action News.
The Night Team's Eric Barajas explains one national child safety expert uses fun and entertainment to get across a serious message.
Chat rooms are a dangerous place.
And made dangerous in part by what police call online sexual predators. In recent months, the Alamo City has seen several arrests in cases of alleged solicitation of a minor. And in his unique way, national child safety expert Retro Bill says the first line of defense is parents.
Dialogue, 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 dialogue.
Hey, Retro Bill, is this your $100 bill? Nope. Never answer a stranger's question.
And part of that dialogue is explaining to kids what exactly a friend is.
Your friend is somebody you know. You know their parents. You know who they are. You go to school with them. You've seen them. No one on the internet that you've never seen is your friend.
And he says occasionally snooping is a parent's duty.
Who are you talking to? Who are you emailing? Make sure that maybe you're in the same room. Have a certain time when they're allowed to be on the computer so that you can always pop in and see what it is they're doing.
And Retro Bill says though kids should be allowed to surf the net, many places are off limits.
Never, ever, ever go into a chat room. Do not respond to a stranger's emails, period.
And Retro Bill's safety videos in use with more than 44,000 officers across the U.S. And his advice could not come at a better time. Right now, the San Antonio Rape Crisis Center says of these survivors they work with, 55 to 60% are kids ages 17 and under. Live just north of downtown, Eric Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Well, children's safety and self-esteem expert Retro Bill in town. Many people across the country are deeming him the 21st century Mr. Rogers.
Well, Retro Bill is known to 26 million American school children as the king of safety and as the official DARE spokesperson. This is a position he holds free of charge to the DARE program. Famous Retro Bill flew in from Hollywood to visit the Memorial School in Wilbraham today to talk to kids about safety. With his unique look and energy, kids are instant fans.
And that's one of the neat things about Retro Bill is that the kids really love the look and the energy. I'm kind of like a human cartoon, and when they like the look and the energy, the packaging, they listen to the message, which is cool because then I connect.
Retro Bill has spent over $250,000 of his own savings to produce and star in the award-winning safety video that he donated to the nation's DARE program.
The National DARE Safety Buddy is at the Merrill Middle School tonight teaching kids about the truth about safety and self-esteem. He is colorful, entertaining, but more importantly, has a message for this group of 5th graders. It's a lesson about making dreams come true. The teacher, Retro Bill.
It's all about pursuing your dreams, remaining drug-free, and making the right choices in life.
And to help kids understand these important topics, Retro Bill uses things kids can relate to. Believe it or not, a hula hoop can say a lot.
What goes around comes around. Can you give a little applause for my safety cone?
These safety cones show kids that to make your dreams come true, you have to go from point A to B. And Retro Bill uses a lot of silly string.
And lots of silly string. And lots of silly string.
The message there is, well, the message is fun.
He's just a very positive, highly energetic person who has a real positive message.
At a very young age, I dedicated myself to making a positive difference in this world. And I just like to do it in a really cool, fun way with great energy, cool hair, and cool clothes.
Well, most of you parents probably already know it's hard to get through to kids sometimes, but that is Retro Bill's specialty. The official DARE Safety Buddy made an appearance this morning at Valley Vista Elementary School in Delano. He's goofy, he's unpredictable, but most importantly, he's anti-drugs and pro-honesty.
I consider myself, when you see the kids react to me, a well-balanced message presented as dessert.
Retro Bill sprayed the crowd with his unique brand of humor, sporting a pompadour hairstyle and reminding the students just how important homework is.
If you're going to play sports, don't be a dumb athlete. Be one that knows math and knows how to read. You got to read your contracts, and you got to know how to count your cha-ching so they don't steal your bling-bling.
Parents and kids are scared. And how do we teach our kids the importance of safety? Well, President Bush made this statement on Monday.
More than 58,000 children are abducted by non-family members annually. And the most productive response is to improve the safety of your child's environment on the best information and the best advice.
The best advice comes from writer, director, producer, and actor Bill Russ, who is making a difference in the lives of our children through his alter persona, Retro Bill. Now, Bill produced, directed, and starred in an award-winning video that is seen in over 300,000 schools in the U.S. and by 36 million children worldwide as part of the new DARE safety program. Now, this video is the favorite of the children of Steven Spielberg, Larry King, Lisa Gibbons, and many others. And Sharon Stone even invited you to speak at Camp Planet Hope.
Yes, she did. Great organization. Got a chance to do that. And that happened by me actually getting onto a plane, flying to Chicago, and Sharon and her husband going, "Oh, hey, Retro Bill, you do really great things. Would you come to our camp?"
Let's show a little clip of some of the safety tips that you see on your video.
Oh, come on, kid. I got some baby birds I want to show you.
No thanks, I have to go. Always say no to an invitation to come inside, even if they have a pet or a movie they want to show you. Walk away and immediately tell a trusted adult what's happened.
Oh, come on, kid. Look, I got a gift for you. It'll go great with your slinky.
No thanks. Never accept a gift from a stranger, and never go inside a stranger's house.
How many different safety tips are on this video?
There are 20 different safety tips on there, and each different safety lesson's broken down into about a 3.5-minute clip with a bunch of different items that you can discuss with your children or your students.
Now, all the officers around the country are taking these into schools, and why is it? I mean, parents have been trying to teach their kids to say no, and with all the things that have been happening lately, parents are scared, and why do you think Retro Bill is going to be the one that's going to help these kids?
Well, here's the thing. You know that many times students hear these messages, or kids hear these messages from their mom and dad, they hear them from a police officer, they hear them from teachers. But you know, sometimes like a metronome, after a while it keeps ticking and then you don't hear it anymore because it kind of just goes away. The neat thing about Retro Bill is I come in lively, and the hair is real, cool, and moving 100 miles an hour. And I like to use props and stuff because what it does is it creates a real visual stimulus for the kids to really listen to the message. And when they see a really cool guy like me, in addition to mom and dad, is talking about the same things, it's like, hey, that must be pretty important. If you have these props around at home, moms and dads, role play with your children so that they already know ahead of time what may happen to them if you're in a park and you're approached by a stranger with a dog leash who starts to cry saying that he lost his dog.
Yeah.
Because we know that happened recently, and I was faking just like a stranger can.
This is the evening edition of 10 News.
They have learned a lot of valuable lessons over the past 10 weeks, but today, they were just daring to have a good time. Not a bad graduation, huh? More than 1,800 students graduate from Knox County's DARE program. Is at Thompson Bowling Arena. Special guest Retro Bill joked around with the kids and reminded them about the important things that they learned and squirted them all with silly string. He's the official DARE safety buddy. He speaks to groups like this all over the country.